Mike Radich here, and I'm now joined on the phone by former King of the Cage lightweight champion, JC Cottrell. JC, how are you?
Doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. JC, you got a fight coming up January 18th at Battleground MMA 3. How's training been going for the fight?
Oh, it's amazing, man. The weight cut you got to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Was today the last day of hard training for you?
Actually, yesterday was, but I'm wanting to put one more in. I don't feel hurt. I don't feel tired. I don't feel sore. So I'll probably put in one more day, either tonight or tomorrow, and then I'll rest up.
Who are you training with, and where are you training at in preparation for this fight?
Right now, I'm in Sherman, Texas, and I'm training out here with Grip Game Jiu-Jitsu and training with a bunch of guys from different gyms. But most of my training gets done at Apex High Velocity Fitness in Tuttle, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, have you done this in the past, gone to Texas and done some training, or is this a new thing specifically for this fight?
It's a new thing.
Okay.
I've made a lot of changes. Most of them were not, how do I put this, willingly.
Mm-hmm. Since you said that it wasn't, on your part, you weren't willing to willingly making these changes, who made the decision for you? Who pushed you towards it?
No one pushed me towards it. It has to do with work.
Oh.
So where my work is. And right now this is where I'm working. So I train at Apex probably 2 days a week, and the rest of the time I'm down here working.
Mm-hmm. What do you do for a job?
Industrial coating.
Oh, I see. How long have you been doing that?
Probably about 6 years now, 6 or 7 years.
Okay. What happened to the gig in Oklahoma? Did it just get transferred over there, or was it, you had to get a new job? What happened there?
No, I had to get a new job. I wasn't liking the position I was in and the people I was working underneath.
Oh, I see.
Looked elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. On January 18th, you're going to be fighting Jared Card. What are your thoughts about him as an opponent?
He's a great guy. I've actually trained with him. Before I came out here, I was training in Oklahoma. Still training in Oklahoma, but I was at Apex, and I'd go to R1 1 or 2 days a week. I did that for about 6 months and trained with him. He was in and out of there quite frequently, and he's actually a good guy. We're actually friends. Sometimes you got to fight your friends.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You're from Oklahoma. He's not originally from Oklahoma, but right now he lives in Oklahoma and he trains in Oklahoma. So with all that being said, and since this fight is taking place in Oklahoma, I'm just curious, who has the bigger following, you or him?
Here in Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
I would say me for sure.
Mm-hmm. How many tickets have you sold to the fight? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I said, shit, I'm hoping so.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll find out come fight night.
Mm-hmm. Just curious, how many tickets have you sold for the event?
I couldn't even tell you. My mom and my manager gets all my tickets, and they handle all that for me. Oh,
I see. Now, is this your featherweight debut, or have you fought at 145 in the past?
I fought it's not actually my debut. I fought my first professional fight was at 45, but it was a catchweight, so you can't really call it 45. I've never actually made 145 pounds.
Oh, I see. And just curious, why did you decide to make the move down to featherweight?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Just want to do it, man. I just want to say I did it, and it's another belt to put around my waist.
So you haven't, said you're permanently moving down to 145. You're still planning, and if you get a nice offer at 155, you're still open to doing that. You haven't picked a weight class yet. You're kind of just seeing how you do in this fight.
Yeah, really, this is kind of a test for me. I want to see how I feel at 145 pounds. It's a little risky. I cut from 180 to 55 normally, and this one I'm cutting to 45. Shit, I don't even know. It's more for me. I want to see if I can do it. I'm pretty close right now. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now,
I don't know how I'm going to feel in the process.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, how are you able to shed the pounds? What are you doing differently to get the extra weight off? Because usually you fight at 155 and now you have to drop 10 extra pounds. So is it just doing more and a more intense diet than you usually do when you make 155, or is it a completely different diet to get those last 10 pounds off?
Well, I never really took my diet seriously at 55. I mean, I was walking around at 80, and I mean, if I ate right for a week, I could be down to 70. And then, I mean, this time, I fell in love with the product, Herbalife product, that is amazing. I mean, it's just all the vitamins and nutrients and everything you really need in a shake. And just eating right, man, for the first time. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I can't tell you how much I want a muffin right now. Cardio-wise, I'm being a lot more intense. I mean, in training, I used to go to training to spar. And I mean, I'd go in there and I wouldn't ever think about the pace that I planned on setting in the fight. This time, when I go into practice, I set that pace. I set the pace that I plan on performing at.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. How much do you know about the organization Battleground MMA?
Not really too much. I know Kenny Monday, the one that runs it or owns it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really about all I know. I mean, I know some of the people that match make, some of the people that handle the publicity, but I mean, I don't really know anything about the organization in itself.
Oh, I see. And now, is it a multiple fight deal with them? Because they're putting you in a title fight, so I would assume that, if you win that fight, they would like to have you back. So is it a multiple fight deal, or is it just a one-off at this point?
Right now, as it stands right now, it's just a one-fight deal.
Oh, I see. And is this a vacant title, or does Jared Card have the belt?
Honestly, I haven't looked that far into it. I'm pretty sure Jared Card has the belt.
Oh, I see. Now, you haven't fought since May of 2013. You fought Victor Meza at King of the Cage World Champions. You lost the fight by second round TKO. I'm just curious, why the layoff? From that fight to this fight, well over, what is that, 7, 8, 9 months you've been out of action. Just curious, was it work-related, or was it you couldn't find fights? Just curious, injuries maybe? Why the layoff?
It was injuries. I got into a car accident, and I got my car totaled. I was out for a while. I couldn't do anything. I just started training again probably 2.5 months ago.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you played this fight in your head 500, 1,000 times over and over again. When you play the fight in your head, what do you see happening in this fight?
I see him trying to put me on the fence, honestly. He's either going to try and put me on the fence and put me on the ground and work his jiu-jitsu, because he is a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Look, I train at a Gracie gym. I'm a Gracie fighter. I'm ready for jiu-jitsu. But if he can't get it there, and also I'm a wrestler, I'm a very good wrestler. If he can't get it to the ground, I don't see any chance of him winning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. JC, real quick before I let you go, do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank, and is there anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Man, I want to thank Battlegrounds, for sure. I'm loving fighting at home right there at Riverwind. I want to thank Herbalife. I would never have made this weight. You guys made it possible. Peacock's Restaurant, Snug Lounge, thank you all. To all my fans, I mean, I don't have a lot of them, but man, you guys keep watching me and I will.
JC, thank you for taking the time to talk. I really appreciate it. Good luck January 18th at Battleground MMA 3 against Jared Card.